being a South Indian, I know my mother tongue, that means Malayalam, and Tamil. So I'm very good at Tamil as well. So Malayalam, Tamil, and after that Hindi. Yes, obviously I know Hindi. I'm very fluent at Hindi as well. And after that English. Yes, I don't know what is my level at English, but obviously I can say I can understand and I can express my words, express my ideas and thoughts. So I can say that I'm good at English as well. So SST is a vast subject, and it may take more than 5 classes to explain a single chapter, because I'm a person. I'm not. I I easily not get satisfied with my explanation. So until the point when I get satisfied, that means I think that okay, now this children are understood about the chapter. Until that time, I'll not stop explaining the things.
Like whenever you get to hear that praise from parents, you feel like whatever you are doing a great job. Though you are not going to get extra salary, nothing is going to happen. You are as same as other teachers. It's just that you feel a sense of pride, and that is, I think, sufficient being as a teacher.
I really concur with your point that an empty mind is devil's workshop. So I can say that it's not only about the person who is really taken a gap from the profession, but also the person who is having a smaller gap from the profession. That means some 1 or 2 days of holidays, they can also go through this same process. People out there, they have started their YouTube channel just to improve their communication skills, but by the grace of the God, they have got not only the fluency level but also the confidence level as well. Because many people out there, they are, including me, I'm not, I'm a person who belongs to introvert category, and so previously I was not ready to open up my mouth in front of anybody. I can say that other than my family members and friends. So even, I'm not talking about any language barrier, but generally, yes. Thank you so much for joining me today as well. So, shall we start with the introduction part? Because we know our names but don't know much about each other's.
My name is Vibha. I'm born and brought up in Delhi, but for the past 2 years, we have shifted in Faridabad. It's in Haryana.
Okay.
I have done nursery teacher training in B.Ed and have done job also for a few years. But now, for the past 2 years, being at home, I'm running my channel by the name of Vibrant English Learning. So where I usually post content related to vocabulary, slangs, proverbs, and these days I'm more into posting conversational videos. So to improve my speaking skills, because now I'm keenly interested in speaking good in this language. So that's how I'm improving my speaking skills day by day. But somewhere I feel due to, like, if you practice with yourself, that's okay. But until you converse with someone, some stranger, either on audio or video, it makes a lot of difference.
Yes.
Because, if you're talking to yourself or with your children, then you do not have any kind of fear, like no one is judging you. But when it comes to video conversation or audio call, then somewhere unknowingly you get that, you can say fear, or unknowingly you get very conscious while speaking. So there I feel like I stuck sometimes. So yes, I try to converse diverse people so that I can remove my hesitation. So that's how my journey is going on.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful profile that you have introduced here. That it was not only your profile but your experience too. So yes, I'm pretty impressed on your profile. So here, this is Nimisha Deebu talking to you from Kerala, and I have been working there in Bihar, so that is why I have been making conversation videos from Bihar in, my previous videos. Right now I'm on vacation, so that's why right now I'm speaking to you from here. And yes, apart from that, I am a teacher. I have been working there as a teacher of SST, and in some classes I do teach English as well. So apart from that, my hobby is also to engage myself with English and also to learn something new in English. So for the same purpose, for the last 1.5 years, I have been running my YouTube channel, and I upload conversation and related English related videos as well onto my YouTube channel. But the one and only thing is that because of so many reasons, I'm not consistent on my channel. It's not a proud moment to say that I'm not consistent. It's not like that. But This is the fact, so that I tell to each and every person out there that whenever I make conversation that I'm not consistent here, but still it's my compulsion to stay in touch with this thing so that I can also become a master of this language. And I'm married, and what else? I think I have already revealed all my secrets and all my things here. Yes, it's all about me.
Yes, yes. It's already commendable. Apart from doing your job, you are, managing to
Yeah.
run your YouTube channel. Doesn't matter whether you are consistent or not. I think that's something very big, which you are already into it.
Yes.
Because, I know you have, because a lady being a lady, a mother, a wife, you have to be responsible for everything. You are accountable for everything. You have to see your children also, your family also. You cannot run away from this. You have to juggle everything. So
Yes.
I feel like you are already doing a great job. So
Ye-
yes, I just want to, out of curiosity, I want to ask, like you told you teach social or any subject. So how do you communicate? Do you communicate purely in English with children while teaching, or do you use your native language over there also?
Yes. Um, I have been working there in Bihar, and it was my first profession. I mean, first job. And when in some classes, when it comes to the higher classes, it is possible to manage. I mean, it is possible to communicate in English with the children because they are able to understand, and they're also able to communicate with the teachers in English. So it's okay. But when it comes to the smaller children, that means grade 1, 2, 3. So in that situation, it's not at all possible to communicate only in English. So in that circumstances, we have to open up our mouth in Hindi as well. So it's like a 70 is to 30 process, because 70 percentage I speak in English, but rest of the 30 percentage I have to speak in English. Sorry, I think I said wrong here. 70 percentage in English and rest of the 30 in Hindi, because as we all know, we are in India and it's not our mother tongue. And at this age, we all are running behind of English, and so we can obviously think about the children. They are just the children, right? So there are different kind of personalities out there. So I cannot be so rigid when it comes to language. I'll only talk in English because this is a CBSE school, and I'm a person who keenly want to improve my communication skills, and I want to build up my personality in English. Or everybody should address me, or everybody should know me as a proficient person in English. It's not like that. If the children needs the teacher's assistant, or when it comes to explaining the stuffs, and whenever they need the help from the teacher, then obviously, if the child requires me to respond in Hindi, then obviously I speak in Hindi. Otherwise, when it comes to higher classes, I'm very strict that I'll always speak in English, only in English. Yes, because otherwise there is
Okay, so
sorry.
how many languages do you know?
I know, being a South Indian, I know my mother tongue, that means Malayalam, and Tamil. So I'm very good at Tamil as well. So Malayalam, Tamil, and after that Hindi. Yes, obviously I know Hindi. I'm very fluent at Hindi as well. And after that English. Yes, I don't know what is my level at English, but obviously I can say I can understand, and I can express my words, express my ideas and thoughts. So I can say that I'm good at English as well. So these four languages, in which I am very fluent. But there are few languages, just like Telugu and Kannada. But I cannot say that I'm very fluent. But I can understand if the person is speaking in those languages. So yes, and whenever we watch some movies or television programs in those two languages, somewhere I'm able to understand. But I don't want to say that I'm very fluent at it. Yes, these are the languages. Yeah.
Okay, sounds great knowing so many languages at the same time. Yes, and after knowing that you teach social. social is that kind of subject. I cannot wrap my head around social because somewhere just due to that reason, because I was teaching my kids till seventh class, and somewhere I feel just because I was teaching them social, so means they do not take keen interest while when it comes to social. They
Yes.
always try to run away from social. We just study this chapter later on, study this subject later on. They always try to run away. So somewhere I feel like I am responsible. So that's why this is the reason now I have put them in tuition so that they start taking interest in social at least. And finally, they have started taking interest. In school times also means I would never be able to understand social. Social was something like that means I never took interest. I don't know what was the reason. My teachers were also very good. It's about your interest also sometimes. So my interest never developed into social, and after knowing you are a social teacher, I always admire those teachers in which, like in maths, I never, though my maths was good, but I never took interest. I hardly get interest in maths. One is maths, second is social. Somewhere I always try to shrink myself from these subjects, but it's good knowing that you teach social. So for how long you have been into this teaching profession?
I've been into this profession for the last 6.5 years. Yes, so I can say
Okay.
that I'm a proud teacher of SST, but I think we both are the cut from the same cloth because I was also not much interested into SST and also into Max. And these two subjects were, I mean, I was very much opposed to this two subjects. But when I became a teacher, then I don't know, subliminally and unknowingly, I developed my curiosity, and also I started to research on, I mean, in this particular subject, that means SST. And I do have some fear when it comes to mathematics, even now. So being a SST teacher, I have to, whatever the subject it is not only SST, but a person is teaching any particular subject or language, then that person must research, right, so that they can explain the things in front of the children very clearly, and in a good manner, so that the children would get a chance to understand the things very easily. And I think if a person, I mean, if a child who is not much interested into any particular language or any subject, then the foremost responsible person is the teacher. He would be the responsible person at first, because if a person, I mean, if a teacher explains the thing very in a way which is very interesting, and he or she can grab the attention of the children very, in a very, I can say, very interesting way, or very easily, then I think each and every day the children would patiently wait for that period to come, right? So, and at my school, my SST period, I mean, in one class, I mean, one class means in fifth standard, the SST period comes after the lunchtime. So I mean, from the starting level, I was observing, like, why these students are so, I mean, they were not responding to my class, and they were just like, they are very sleepy. And I repeatedly started to ask them that, are you sleepy, do you want 5 minutes of break? And I'll definitely give it to you, I'll arrange it. So, and the students were not able to respond to my class, and they were, even for that question as well, they were keeping their mouth shut. So later on, I started to think about it, why they were acting so, I mean, acting like that. And I discussed the same thing with my husband as well. He's also a teacher, and he's the teacher of the same school as well. So he told me that you have to engage the children, because they are, after all, they are the children, and you are the teacher, so you have to research on that, you have to grab the attention of that children here. So just think about it, and just imagine that you are the kid here, and you are attending to your SFT class, and what are the things that would grab your attention to that class. So I started to think like that. And what I did late, I mean, after that, is I started to explain the things using examples, I mean, calling their names, and I started to represent all the. It's not simple because SST is a vast subject, and it may take more than 5 classes to explain a single chapter, because I'm a person, uh, I'm not I I easily not get satisfied with my explanation. So until the point when I get satisfied, that means I think that okay, now this children are understood about the chapter. Until that time, I'll not stop explaining the things. I know it's a mundane process. When the children get to hear the same thing over and over, they would definitely get, or they would get despondent, or they would get upset, because after all it's SST, and hearing to the same thing over and over, it's, I can say that it we cannot imagine about it. But I started to call out their name, and I started to represent the ideas. Even if I'm talking about a mountain range, or if I'm talking about the solar system, then I started to call them here, and I started to make a drama out there. So later on, I realized that they are interested into those kind of examples, so that they were curious to hear to my words, that whether the teacher is going to call my name or not. So in that, I mean, they are already paying their attention to my class, so that they are now I have observed that they are able to answer to each and every question of my class, because we have to develop that interest in the mindset of children, right? So yes, obviously, and now I can say that I'm a proud teacher of SST. And when I was a kid, I didn't have any knowledge about SST. I was just sleepy, just like them. I was very sleepy at my class. And now I can say that the things which I didn't know about during my class, I mean my childhood, now I'm pretty, pretty aware about that. Yes, somehow we have to, develop that interest into that subject. Yes.
Yes, if a teacher is teaching in a fun-loving way, by giving practical examples, definitely children will start taking interest, whether they are in higher class or lower class, doesn't matter. And yes, you said correct. Like if we start calling out children to answer one by one, then they become more attentive because they know their turn can come anytime. Then they become more cautious. They sit very attentively. Then that their turn can come anytime, so they have to listen. Even mischievous children also start
Yes.
listening very carefully because their
Yes,
turn
they
can
are
come
the very
anytime.
loyal, and they are the
So
very
yes,
obedient children, right? Yes, for forever
yes,
they
yes,
are
yes,
very,
yes.
they are very
And
obedient and loyal children, and I have noticed the same thing. And my teachers also used to say the same thing, that if you are very good at studies and you are paying attention very, in a very good manner in the class, then I won't believe that you will be the same after a few years. So and the
mhm.
mischievous children, they are getting they get the punishment from the teachers repeatedly. And even though after a few years, when the children get an opportunity to meet with the teacher, then obviously they would be the people, they would rush towards the teacher, and they would, you know I can say that they would show their love towards the teacher very, in an explicit way. And I can say that, uh, the thing would be the opposite. After a few years, they would be the most loyal, they would be the most loving, most caring, and they would be at a good position as well after a few years.
Yes, yes, yes. Because I have also taught for 2 years in between when at the time of Corona, online classes were going on. 1 year I taught offline, and after that, due to pandemic, schools were closed, and at that time I took classes online for 1 year. So their parents saw my, because I can also relate with you. I cannot stop explaining until it is clear to each and every student. So I'm just like you. As you told, it reminded me of my teaching days. So there, no boasting, no bragging. It's just that parents saw my way of teaching online through online system. And when schools were not open at the time of PTM. Few parents came and means they started praising a lot because they saw my way of teaching through online, and they were very impressed the way I taught, because there is some kind of thing which is ingrained in me. Like even if I can teach, like even if I'm not well, still I cannot take my concept lightly. I have to teach them the way I always teach. I cannot teach in a light manner, or I cannot take any concept just for granted. I'm in a rush, or I have to go early, I have to take on short leave, means whatever is the reason. I cannot compromise with my teaching when it comes to children to teach them. So I think yes, you feel a great sense of, satisfaction, like whenever you get to hear that praise from parents, you feel like whatever you are doing a great job. Though you are not going to get extra salary, nothing is going to happen. You are as same as other teachers. It's just that you feel a sense of pride, and that is, I think, sufficient being as a teacher. So yes, I also feel very good. I can very well resonate with you.
Yes, correct. So, you were working as a teacher, and what happened? What made you stop being, I mean, working as a teacher now?
Yes, actually, after my twins, I had to raise them up, and after that, I started facing little health issues. So it took me 8 to 9 years of gap. But I thought to restart my journey at the time of pandemic, before 1 year of pandemic. But soon after that, Corona came, and again, I was forced to be at home, and then I left.
Okay,
So
okay.
yes, for 2 years before I thought to start again by, through my YouTube channel, so that to regain that confidence. Because somewhere I felt like, being at home, I had become very timid person. It happens, I feel like, when you do not go out and whole day you are surrounded with your
Yes,
children's studies and after their responsibilities. So you automatically become, you go into that kind of zone. So
yeah.
I was feeling somewhere that, I'm not the previous one. So how to come out from that zone? So once, I think, I don't remember properly, but once maybe I was scrolling and I found some kind of video that inspired me or what. But as soon as I opened my channel, I started feeling a great level of confidence into me. Not only confidence, I think I have gained patience also. Like, and I
Okay.
have diverted my mind also. Like earlier, whenever you have nothing to do, so you get irritated very easily, because that's why it is said that empty mind is a devil's
Yeah,
shop,
correct.
whatever it is.
Yes.
Yes. So just due to keeping that in mind, I thought, let's be occupied somewhere else. I'll go mad. Because earlier I was working and being at home for so many years, I was not getting satisfaction. Earlier it was a compulsion. But as soon as I thought my children are growing, they do not require my, too much attention. So at that time thought, let's do something. Though I was not in a condition to go out. So I thought, let's try our luck. And I think this way I got successful in a way that I have started improving myself as a, not as a learner, but in overall way. I feel like I have become, earlier I was very short tempered due to my health issues. I was not like this, but whenever go into whenever you do not keep well, so somewhere you start feeling irritated because you are not able to do whatever you want to do, whether
Yes,
it comes
yes.
to household chores, or if you are going somewhere, you easily get tired. Means in spite of doing so much, when you cannot do up to the mark, so you feel frustrated. So I was going through that zone. So yes, ever since I have started running this channel, I am totally occupied, talking to people and totally busy making my content and all. So since those days, I feel like I'm pretty confident, I'm pretty satisfied with myself. So yes, I'm quite happy now.
Yes, yes, that I can really see on your face and your expressions as well, that you are pretty confident right now. And many people out there, they have started their YouTube channel just to improve their communication skills. But by the grace of the God, they have got not only the fluency level, but also the confidence level as well. Because many people out there, they are, including me. I'm not. I'm a person who belongs to introvert category, and so previously I was not ready to open up my mouth in front of anybody. I mean, I can say that other than my family members and friends. So even, I mean, I'm not talking about any language barrier, but generally, So ever since I started my YouTube channel as well, I also started feeling like, okay, now I can talk with anybody, because this is the process through which I have been going through. I am, though I'm not consistent here, but I try to make sure that I mean, at least 4 or 5 conversation each and every month. So now I feel like, okay, now I have interacted with so many people across across India, and some from abroad, I mean foreign countries as well. So now I can interact with anybody. So yes, and my mindset and as well as my personality also have been changed right now. Yes, so it's a kind of process that we have to, that means we all have to indulge ourselves into, right? Yes. Okay.
See my reflection into you, like I can see
Yeah.
my reflection into you because, as you said, you are shy introvert. I'm the same kind of person who's very shy introvert, does not mix up very easily. But ever since I have been into the journey, I feel like no, I'm not like that. I can also means everybody has their own kind of nature. I was that kind of person until someone come up to me. I do not go up. Means if I'm alone, I like my company also. I'm that kind of person. But after coming into this journey, I do not believe myself. Like earlier, when I used to see people talking to each other for half an hour, for 45 minutes, I used to think if I ever, start posting conversational videos, what would I talk? But
Yeah,
seriously,
correct.
we think too much about ourselves. We think that, we have nothing, but it's not like this. You need to have that confidence. That's what I have been saying. Like being at home, I become totally negative about myself. So after opening this channel, I felt like, in every way I have started improving. And yes, now I can also say I can do anything if I have, determined to that level. I can also achieve like others can achieve. So I think you should never underestimate yourself, what I did in my previous times.
Correct, correct. And when you said you have taken a break from your profession, I can't say that this is the one and only reason because of which we get frustrated and, always we think about some unwanted and frivolous things. But also because I have experienced it personally, whenever we get 3 days or 2 days of off from the school, then also I mean I feel like the same thing. That means I mean I start to think I mean about some negative, or some, I mean my mind is not I mean, I can say that I start to think about some frivolous things, and it's a kind of feeling I cannot express on my words. Just like I get sometimes my husband asks me that, "Are you mad? Why are you irritating me like this?" Because whenever we go through such a feeling, such a process, then we can disturb our mindset and as well as the people. I mean, the mindset of the people around us, right? So I start to think about some I mean negative things, and also that means negative sense in the sense future things, the things which are, I mean, through which we are going to, we would go in, I mean, in our future, and as well as some past, the things which were happened in the past. So my husband always says that you should not think in this way. The present, this time is the life. So you have to enjoy every moment of this present time. So just keep it aside, all the things, just keep it aside, all the unwanted things. So just to be, I mean, pay attention towards your present things and your, the things which really would I mean, nurture you or would keep you happy. So yes, and I can, I mean, I really concur with your point that an empty mind is devil's workshop. So I can say that it's not only about the person who is really taken a gap from the profession, but also the person who is having a smaller gap from the profession. That means some 1 or 2 days of holidays, they can also go through this same process. So I can say that we have to engage ourselves with those things which would really I mean make us happy. Just like our YouTube channel, whenever I sit here to make conversation or to make some other videos for my YouTube channel, because I feel very happy, because that is the thing. when we have to interact with different people, so that we have to think and we have to respond with that person, right? And as well as at the same time we get to know about different things. That means we are indulging ourselves into something productive. So in that way we can engage our brain, and we can also nurture ourselves, so that we have to make ourselves engage with something positive.
Yes, yes, yes. Right. I just want to know one more thing. Like you have been teaching for the past 6 years, and you developed your interest into this language for the past 1.5 year. Like you said you have opened your channel for past 1.5 year.
Yeah.
So what instigates you to open your channel, or what gives you interest to speak in
Okay.
this language?
Yes. Actually, my YouTube channel wasn't started during that time. It was started during the pandemic time, and I was uploading some, some videos relating to competitive exams related stuffs, and I posted around 4 or 5 videos on my YouTube channel, and those videos are over there on my YouTube channel even now. So but that was the pandemic time, and we didn't have anything to do except that online classes, so I had a lot of free time. That is how I opened my YouTube channel. But after that, when I rejoined the school, that means offline classes, then I struggled a lot to maintain the consistency, so I quit that. But my channel was there, but I wasn't uploading anything. So later on, in 2025, I stumbled upon some videos, that means Sunita Rawat's video and Rajini Verma's, and especially I can say Alina Ray's video. So I always had the interest towards English language, but I'm a product of vernacular medium. So till the 12th standard, afterwards I pursued all my degrees and higher education in English. But still, the communication level, when it comes to the fluency level, I suffered a lot. That means mentally I suffered a lot, because there wasn't anybody with whom I could speak in English. So I was a bit afraid about this language, and I was each and every day I was thinking about it. What if I get a chance to speak in English, then whether I'd be able to make it or not. So that fear was inside my mind, and when I stumbled upon their channel, then I realized that if they can do, just I can also give it a try. So I started to restart my YouTube channel just by uploading some solo videos relating to English, and that's how it started. And what made my interest towards English is that fear itself. So I'm a person who is having some basic, or I can say that I may be it's not a silly degree, right? Even though many people out there, they are having such kind of degrees, and many people out there, they are even more educated than me, right? But still it's not a single degree, and if even though if I'm having all these degrees, I'm not able to speak in English. That was the mindset. If I'm not able to speak in English, then what is the benefit of having all these huge degrees? So that would be the bitter moment in my life. That intensive fear in myself, that promoted me towards this language, that motivated me to learn this language. Actually, we could not say that to learn the language. Actually, we all know about this language. We all do have some other basic knowledge in this particular language. But what we all are here, why we all are here, and what we all have to do here is just to brushing up our skills, right? So, and all these things come with our practice only. And I can vividly see this reflection in many people out there, just like you and many people out there. I'm a person who really suffers from recalling the names of the persons, but I have experienced it. And even I can explain I can take the instance of my case as well. I was not like this before, because every time I was speaking English, Hindi, or in Malayalam, or in Tamil as well. So it was not like when it comes to English. So when I started to make conversations in English on a regular manner, then I feel like okay, now at least I can explain, I can delineate my points in my own words. So it's not a silly thing, right? There are so many people out there, they want to reach our present level. So taking into consideration of that thing, I'm really proud of myself.
Yes, yes, you should be, because the way you are speaking, it's commendable. You are speaking non-stop. Like, means I'm very impressed by your English. You are superb in your communication skills.
Yes, but
Like, I also feel like you must confront your fear. Whatever fear you have, you should not keep it inside. You should, come out of your fear. So I think you must know where are you lacking. And if you have started working over it, definitely you will come out as a very, refined person. That's what you have shown. And
yes.
I like the way you have spoken up. I think you are ready to, like I always feel like whenever it comes to any topic, I always stuck. So I need to, already prepare for it. It becomes sometimes difficult for me because if I get any random topic, so definitely I feel like I need to prepare, else I always stuck. So I'm preparing myself for that. But for you, I feel like you are a ready-made package and you are full. I think you are all ready for it. Means I'm very impressed, and definitely in future I want to learn and speak like you.
Oh my God, it's I don't consider this as appreciation, but I because I'm also on the same page that I also feel get stuck when it comes to some random topics. But yes, definitely I can say that for the last 1 month, I don't know, it's the blessing from the God. I can consider it like that. When I get some topics, then I'm a bit able to engage the conversation with that opposite person. So I'm very grateful for that. And yes, but I cannot say that I'm very fluent at it. But definitely I can say that you are a very good speaker. You are just, you are very closer to a level which is named as eloquent speaker. Even now I can say that you are very eloquent speaker, because the way of your expressions and the words or the phrases that you use here, and through which I have already gone, but I'm not able to express those, or I'm not able to recall all these, but you are good at it. So it's really commendable. And there are so many YouTubers out there, but many of them, I cannot consider them. I don't know about my level, that you people have to judge me. But I can say that many people out there, they are not much they are not very good at English, but obviously I can say you are very good. And I have already observed this thing through your messages as well. So yes, I'm really impressed. The way you speak, the way of your expressions, and I never felt like you are you are having a problem when it comes to explaining your points, when it comes to random questions, because now we are here without any plan,
Yes.
right? So with the time or with the
Yes.
flow, we spoke well. And I consider you as a person, a kind of person who really uh, who is really good at engaging the conversation. It's very hard to find something like you.
Yes, thank you very much for your compliment and appreciation. Actually, we have decided some other topic, but let alone
Yes.
of that topic, we did not reach closer to that topic and we just went with the flow and we did
Yes,
not come to know the time.
but I think it was a fruitful conversation, right?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So definitely the topic which we have decided. So for that, I think we need to have another session. So I hope to, we will meet again with that
Yeah.
same topic which we have decided. I'm
Sure,
very
sure.
much curious to talk to you again.
The same thing which I also want to tell you. And very soon I'll schedule a session, because I'm already on my vacation. So everything, rest of the things up to you. You can decide anytime. So I'll be here.